Alright, looks like we're good here. Um, what's up, Booster? How we doing today? Alright, I think we're all ready to go for today. Let me just double check something real fast. Okay. Alright, that's good as well. Beautiful. Alright, open this back up. Okay. Alright, let me go to here. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. I think we are good. Alright, here we go. Welcome everybody to another live stream, and today we are covering the enhanced risk severe weather today. As you can see, it goes from towards Houston all the way towards the panhandle of Florida and everywhere in between that's very southern. If we look at the tornado threat for today, you can see we have that 10% hatch risk for tornadoes, and that 10% and the 10% hatch risk do not stack. The yellow area that you see right in here, that is your 10% risk for a tornado. And there's an additional 10% of that tornado to be EF2 strength or higher. So there's not a 20% risk, it's just 10 and 10. As you can see, now let me refresh this this page real fast. As you can see, we already have a tornado warning for West Livingston, Texas, and Indian Springs, Texas until 2:45 Central Standard Time, which we will go over. And we will, as you can see, if I can get down to it, this is the English version right here. Alright, here we go. I want to show you guys this. A tornado watch that includes Houston, Texas City, goes all the way to Franklin, Louisiana. And a few tornadoes likely, scattered hail up to 2 inches of hail possible, and scattered wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. Includes 8.8 million people. So that is a lot of people that will be in this tornado watch, and we will get more tornado watches as the day goes on for sure. Let me just load up my radar app, and we can get going here, and we can get started. Very excited. But why is this not working? Give me 1 second, guys. Because I have a subscription. I don't know why it's not working. Alright, for now, while I get this subscription to work, I'm going to leave up this tornado watch so everybody can see it as they join. Just give me 1 second here, guys. Oh, I see what I need. Okay. It's been a while, so just, I gotta get back into the swing of things. What do you mean that's an invalid password? What? Should be it. Give me 1 second, guys. Right now, my guest decided to not play good with me here. That's literally my email address. Like, what do you mean? What? Oh, it's not working, guys. Just give me 1 second. I have to do this, I guess. Give me 1 second, guys. Again, I'm sorry this is taking a long time. I don't know why it's doing this. Alright. There we go. It should be working now, guys. Just give me 1 second to see. We'll exit out of here. We'll load into this. Let me get this going at home. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Why does a couple see? 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get this set up. Don't worry. Why are all my caps on? What? Alrighty. Alright, I know that's it. You just give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna figure this out. Just stand by 1 second. There we go. We are finally getting something to load here. Might take a minute for it to load up, but we will get it to load. There we go. We are finally getting something to load here. What's up, JaxMax0526? How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful start to your week. I hope everyone's having a wonderful start to their week, actually. I'm just waiting for Radar Omega to load here. And then we're going to get right into the tornado coverage for today. I'm sorry I didn't have this prepared in advance. It's been a little while since I have done streaming and stuff like this. So, but don't worry, we're all good. We're going to have everything set up and going good today. So we're gonna get rolling good. While this is loading again, I just want to reiterate while that's loading, we'll go over the risk for today. Again, this is the tornado watch that was issued at 1:36 p.m. It goes from Houston to Franklin, Louisiana, and all the counties you see there in yellow in between. A few tornadoes likely, scattered hail up to 2 inches of hail possible, and scattered wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour includes 8.8 million people. That is a lot of people. So you can see that this is the enhanced risk for today. Again, you can see in the thumbnail when you clicked on this video today, the 10% hatch risk. You can see right there. That's where the National Weather Service thinks that's the most the most prone area for tornadoes. You can see the wind threat again right here, that 50% hatch risk right there for those severe winds, those winds that could get up to hurricane force. And then you have the hail threat, which is mainly for Texas and Louisiana as well. Alright, we're gonna go back on the radar mega, and there we go. We are loaded in here today, and we are going to I don't remember how to zoom in. Well, I know how to zoom in, but just give me 1 second, guys. We'll go over towards to the Houston radar because that's where the tornado warnings are. Again, it's still loading, but you can see we have the radar up. So again, I just want to reiterate again the tornado watch right here that goes from Huntsville, Texas down to Texas City, over near D. Ritter and Lake Charles, Louisiana, all the way towards Lafayette and Franklin, Louisiana as well. Again, this is your risk for today, your enhanced section. And then I really quickly do want to talk about tomorrow, Tuesday, just really fast while we're waiting for the radar to load, because this is a multi-day severe weather event. As you can see, we have an enhanced risk for tomorrow, stretching from near Pensacola, Florida, all the way down near Tampa, going all the way up near North Carolina. And we have 2 hot spots for tornadoes. You see 5%, the 2%, and it's the same thing as I said earlier in the stream. This 10% yellow area means you have a 10% chance to see a tornado. And then there's a separate risk, the hatched area, the little black hatched lines, or the black dashes. That's a 10% chance to see tornadoes that are EF2 strength or greater, which of course is strong, very strong tornadoes. The wind threat you can see, it goes all the way in the enhanced section for those winds, which again you have a 30% chance to see winds that could go upward to 50 to 60 miles an hour, and then the hatch risk, you have an initial 10% of those winds to be greater towards hurricane force, which is 75 miles an hour, 70, 75. And then you have a small isolated hail threat for tomorrow as well. So just wanted to reiterate that tomorrow I will be live streaming again for the enhanced risk for portions of Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and North and South Carolina as well. All right, let's check the radar, and we are in. It looks like everything is good. So I'm just trying to figure out how to zoom in on computer because it's a little different from the from the phone. So let's see, where is I really wish I had my mouse. I don't know where my mouse is. All right. Let's see. Close that up. We don't want that. We're gonna figure it out here, guys. Just give me 1 second. Just kind of figure stuff out here. I could just do this. Here we have an observed tornado warning down here for Livingston, Texas. As you can see, the National Weather Service releasing gives you a tornado warning. 2:43, a thunderstorm with a history of producing a spider form tornado was located near Livingston, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. This is a tornado that we believe to be on the ground. So just be careful of that today. I'm trying to figure out how to zoom back in. Anyhow, we have another tornado over here. That's radar indicated. If we look at the velocity, and we are looking at the Houston radar. Maybe we shouldn't look at the Houston radar. Hold on a second. Oh, it's a bit of a radar hole. That's what it is. Okay, now why is all this zooming out? Oh, I gotta restart radar Omega. Give me 1 second, guys. It was glitching out, so just gonna reload it back up. A little quicker this time because, you know, it's already loaded once beforehand. But the observed tornado warning is in a bit of a radar hole. So you're just gonna have to stand by as we try to figure it out. As I don't know why this is going miniature, but we'll look up the observed tornado warning. Let me exit out of here. Perfect. It's kind of hard to see with the Houston radar, but you have 2 tornado warnings. One of them is observed, which is this one right here, and another one that is radar indicated over here. Alright, now why is it not zooming in when I do? So I can do that, but as soon as I try and do this. Alright, radar Omega, what is going on? Oh, where's the X? Is that it? Nice. Give me 1 second, guys. This is again moving northeast at 50 miles an hour, so if you live anywhere upstream, just be careful with that. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. Alright. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm still here to try and provide you guys and make sure you have plenty of news coverage for this weather today that we have. Alright. So let me switch back to... Oh, there's the updated velocity. Let me go back to reflectivity. Oh, I got that to work. Oh, guys, I am experimenting currently, trying to... Alright. I don't know why that's not working. Give me 1 second. I'm going to leave the tornado watch right here. Actually, we'll refresh this page and see if there's any new watches or information. tornado warning for Corky, Texas, and Cedar Point, Texas, until 3:30. We also, with this storm, sorry, again, my allergies are bad. I'm sorry, guys. We also have the winter side of the storm. It's not just the tornadoes, the wind, and the hail. We also have snow on the western side of the storm. As you can see right here, blizzard conditions continue into the evening for western Kansas as we go later into the day. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna blow my nose real fast. Don't want to do it on the camera. Action. Yeah, there is no new watches or information, but you can see the flooding risk for today. You know, we have flooding, rain, wind, hail, blizzards. We have the storm system is producing everything here today. So let's try reloading right on again, seeing if I can get it back down to a smaller size. So it's not all zoomed out like it was earlier. See if I can fix that. No, I cannot currently. Okay. Put that down. We don't want that. Sorry, I'm looking at my other monitor over here. I'm just trying to look for stuff because it's a little better. See, so the Livingston tornado. So this observed tornado is still moving up this direction, northeast, and we have another tornado warning that is still radar indicated, but it's developing. And all these cells right here are going to develop in front of this main line back here, and they're going to form up and cause some, potential tornadoes that we got to look forward to today. See, let me zoom out, but I can't zoom back in now. Control. Oh, there we go. We're back into it. We're back into action. Alright, so if I do... That brings me out. This brings me in. But I can't just zoom in. Like zoom in. So I'm trying to figure out, guys. Give me 1 second. Alright, that's just zooming me in a little too much. So let's just zoom out. I have no school more because of the storm. Yeah, I that's interesting. That's actually very good to hear. FlexGar JQ, because the storm system, as I said, is going to start here in Texas and move into the south, down near Florida, and right up the East Coast. And it's going to be a huge storm system, and it's going to be a lot of concerns, a lot of events. This is probably going to be a system that we're going to be talking about for a while. And it's already raining at my house. I live in Mississippi, so. But if what was I going to say before that? I lost my mind there for a second. I did lose my mind there for a second. Anyhow, let's zoom back in. Let's get on this tornado coverage. Let's zoom in here. Let's get on this for today. Let's get on this observed tornado, and let's get these people the coverage they need. So again, this storm right here is an observed tornado warning. This tornado has history of producing tornadoes. We're fixing to check velocity right now, and we're going to see if the signature says it's still on the ground. I'm probably going to have to switch radar sites. Yep. I'm going to have to switch radar sites. So let me just go to here, go to the... We have 3 tornado warnings currently, so just be careful of that. So this tornado is literally in a radar loop, so it's kind of hard to tell where the tornado is because it's in a radar loop. But we'll take a look at our other tornadic storms as well. So this is the one just above the observed tornado warning. It is also, they're all moving in a northeast direction. One second. Sorry, I'm looking at my other monitor because it's a little bit bigger. So, just going to look here. We're gonna try to zoom in and give. Whoops, I don't know why that popped up. Zoom in and get some town names. Help you guys out a little bit. Okay, you're zooming me in earlier. Now you won't. Like, what is going on? And this tornado warning back here is a separate tornado warning, but it's for this one. This one will be allowed to expire, and this one will continue until it probably gets up towards. I can't tell what that says. I'm like so far zoomed out, and I don't know how to fix it. Alright, we're gonna have to reload it again. Just in hopes that I'm trying to fix this because I have my everything is so zoomed out that I can't zoom it back in. So there we go. Now we're moving in to the storm. Zoom out just a little bit. Can we see the velocity on this one? Or is it also like the other storm? Yeah, it's really hard to tell where the rotation is with this storm, but it's probably somewhere right here. And for this system over here, the observed tornado warning, it would probably be somewhere down here. And we could check that by going back to actual radar. Looking at, you can see how this one has like is making like a hook shape, so it's starting to be like that. And you can see with this right here, you also have kind of a hook shape right here that's forming up as well. So you've got to be careful of that. Oh, here we go. I might be able to get this to work now. View, let's do actual size. There we go. I fixed it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas has fixed it. So zoom in is control plus plus, and zoom out. So zoom in is control plus, and zoom out is control minus. Understood. All right, let's see if the more I zoom out, it minimizes my actual screen. So let's just do actual size. And so now how do I... Nice. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I have fixed it once again. Again, this is in a radar hole, so it will be harder to see. And there's a new tornado warning that has just been issued. Let's see. And this will be back down to radar indicated. So this tornado has what it looks like to be downgraded back to radar indicated. As we can see, we'll look at the description here. At 3 o'clock Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Chester, Texas, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. And as a radar indicator rotation, the hazard for this is a possible tornado and quarter-sized hail up to an inch, as you can see right there, 1 inch. So this dangerous storm will be near Chester in about 4 minutes and Rockland in about 14 minutes, as you can see right there. All right. So, and then, we also have this severe thunderstorm over here near Franklin that we could take a look at. Maybe the Lake Charles radar can give us a better view of the storm. Potentially. Let's take a look and see. You can see it better. So as you can see, I'm going to be coloring in blue today. So just remember that. Any blue lines I'm drawing. So the rotation is right here. And it's going to move in this general area. Let's see if I can get some more. Hold on, just give me 1 second. There we go. Chester Peachtree Village, 2097, 1745. Let's see, can I get any more areas, or is that it? Upstream, though, it does include Rockland, Texas, maybe Martin, Nancy, Dolan as well. And then if we head over to this tornado warning, that includes Corrington, Asia, Skinnertown, Pleasant Hill, Pluck, Moscow. This tornado doesn't look like it has any rotation with it, so it will be just probably some winds with this storm. As we just got the update. I don't see any rotation with this one. But the one near Chester, it does have rotation. As you can see right here, we have the reds right here and the greens right here, and they're in between right here, and they're rotating in that general area. As you can see, we have 3 tornado warnings. The 1 observed tornado warning will be allowed to expire here pretty soon. Oops, I forgot. I was using Lake Charles radar. Go back to Lake Charles. There we go. Whoops, that's the Windows key. There we go. So anywhere near Chester, Peachtree Village, if you live anywhere in County Road 1745, if you live anywhere in this general area, I would be taking shelter and taking cover, because there's not one on the ground right now. Give me 1 second. Sorry guys, as I was saying, there's no tornado on the ground right now, but there very well could be a tornado on the ground because of the history of the storm. It produces a tornado, it goes for like a few minutes, and then it comes back up in the circulation, it's still rotating, and then for like 5-10 minutes it keeps moving, then nothing, everybody's like, oh, there's no tornado, we ain't gotta worry about it, and then it recycles, puts another tornado on the ground. So just be careful today. As this storm back here this severe thunderstorm warning that includes 60-mile-an-hour winds and a 3/4 inch of hail that expires in 25 minutes. Also has some rotation, as you can see back here near Lake Livingston, Derby Hill, Waterwood, Pimento Park, Oakhurst, Stanley. You can see some rotation right here. And again, this is going to be moving in this general direction, so towards Waterwood, Onalaska, Carseal. It'll be in that general direction to the northeast. As you can see, the rotation it's broad, so it's not going to probably produce not every rotating storm you see is going to produce a tornado, but it very well could produce a tornado. As I see, both of the radars are showing past data. I see. Okay. So let's zoom back in on our tornado, or our potential tornado. There we go. I don't know why my magnifier's on there. Near Chester, again, it's just radar indicated. We can look at correlation coefficient, which shows things in the air that shouldn't be, like pieces of homes, tree branches, are reflected back on radar, and we'll be able to tell. As I'm going to wait for this to load here. No, I don't see any indication that there's a tornado going through Chester at the moment. Let's go back to, sorry, not reflectivity, velocity. As we can see in the velocity, the rotation is right over Chester, Texas, and we'll be moving towards the north and east. And it could be heading towards Rockland, Martin, Dolan, looking downstream, maybe towards Concord, Parker Point, Westwood, Harveytown. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's another warning that kind of goes something like that. For instance, that could be a new warning box potentially, and that would include Martin and Parker Point, and it may include Concord. We'll have to wait and see if they do, as the other tornado warning has just been canceled. I'm trying to zoom out here. Let's see. So zoom out. So we have no tornadoes on the ground, but we do have tornado warnings that need to be. Go back to actual size. There we go. Now my alerts are showing back up. As you see, we have tornado warnings. No winter warnings, but we have tornado warnings, thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings, a tornado watch. Is this a new one, or is it just... Pretty sure it's not a new one. So, alright, we'll put the alerts back up, and we will go back into action, as this is our one tornado warning that's just past Chester. Is going over County Road 1745. Right here is your rotation. Nothing indicating a tornado is on the ground, as it's still just radar indicated. So this observed tornado warning will go away as it's moved well past beyond that point. Oops, I didn't mean to click on velocity again. I meant to go to correlation coefficient. Yeah, I don't think there is no tornado associated with the storm at the moment, but there very well could be soon. So, and since they just kind of shortened this tornado warning up, they may issue another tornado warning near Martin and Concord in Texas. as this storm will be moving in this general direction right in there. Somewhere like that, in that general direction. Just have to check something really fast, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. Just looking at things, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright. So while that's happening, let's go back and take a look at Twitter and see. It's been about 20 minutes, so we'll see if there's anything new. That's the tornado warning we covered. And this is a new mesoscale discussion. The severe threat continues to increase across the region. As you can see, this is where the storms are, all the convection that's in front of it. You can see where they think is going to be the severe threat for this area will continue as it will go through southern Texas into southern Louisiana into southern Mississippi and will go onward. Yeah, other than that, nothing else that stands out to me currently besides the tornado warnings. Which again, if you live in Corrington, still try to take cover. As you can see, I said there was no rotation with earlier, but you can see some red now starting to pop up. So let's take a look at that. You live anywhere near Manning or County Road 266 or County Road 1987. Just be careful as the storm is now starting to rotate again. The one near Corrington. And this one near Chester, you can see there is a defined point of rotation right here, right over County Road 1745 that has just moved to a little bit more to the north after the radar update. So let's check and make sure. We'll look at correlation coefficient. Oh, that is a little too much. There we go. Oh, that's velocity. I'm so sorry. I just hit velocity again. So it's like right here is where the rotation will be, right where my cursor is. As you can see, there's no like blues or greens or light yellows. So no indication of a tornado, but still, if you're anywhere in this area, please take shelter. Please take shelter, as it's not a situation you want to be messing around with. Just trying to zoom out here. Now, this is our main storm at the moment that we're looking at. Looking across the, we'll go back to radar, or the actual rain radar. As you can see, we have this line of storms up here that's going to be moving in this general direction towards the east, and anywhere under this line is going to have severe weather. Everywhere north of this line is probably just going to have a rain and maybe just a little bit of wind. So just be careful of that. If you live in a marginal risk, if you're in a marginal risk today, a slight risk, or even in the enhanced risk, please be careful and make sure you are taking shelter when need to, or need be, sorry. We are now down to 2 tornado warnings, both radar indicated. We'll look at the one near Tyler, Texas. This tornado warning is actually in the county, sorry, not in Tyler, Texas, but the county of that includes Tyler and Jasper, Texas, and the one near Polk, Texas, which is again right over here. Nothing that's insanely crazy. As we get further away from the radar, it's going to be harder to tell where these storms are. Like if the Shreveport radar was up, we would probably be trying to look at it through that because it's moving in the direction of Shreveport. But we do not have any. Well, it's just in a radar hole, which means that the storm's going through a portion of the world right here where we don't have a radar, or if we do, it'll give it. It's going to be very hard to tell where the tornado is if there is a tornado on the ground. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to blow my nose real fast. Again, if you missed it earlier, I am feeling a bit under the weather, but I am ready to rock and roll here for you guys today. I am ready to roll and cover weather with you guys today. I know everyone's having a great start to the week and a great start to their 2024. As we'll take a look at reflectivity here, and we'll take a little bit more of a zoom out so you can see all of this rain right here. And this whole kind of line system, or here, this whole line system, like I said, you see, it's going to be moving this way, and then it's going to, like, as it goes towards the East Coast tomorrow, it'll go up in that direction. As you can see, if you look at the Jackson radar, you can see whenever it loads that we do have a lot of nasty, just rainy weather that's bringing some winds and some hail as the storm continues to move, because this is a strengthening storm. It's not going to be something that something that will happen. Oh, here we go. We can look at this radar right here. This radar should get just north of Lake Charles, should give us a better view of this tornado warned storm near Chester. As a new tornado warning, if need be, will be issued for this storm near Chester. And it's still kind of hard to tell, really. If I had to say there was rotation, it would probably be somewhere right there, moving in this direction. I believe if all this is correct, let me see. Okay. All right. Yep. Severe weather, a potential severe weather outbreak today, starting in Texas, and really goes from Texas all the way to North Carolina, and that's not even the worst part. That's the severe weather threat. We also have snow, blizzard conditions for Kansas, Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago, all these places on the western side of this storm. As it moves through, it's a huge storm system that's gonna be doing a lot of damage, and we're just gonna be here covering to make sure you guys are safe. As again, this storm right here has the history of producing tornadoes, as it could try to do so again here soon. We'll have to wait and see. As you can see the new radar update, you can see the curved kidney bean nature of the storm. As we're going to try and find a radar that can help us here. There we go. Getting the Lake Charles. So this storm is now moving up towards Martin in Texas. You can see that's the rotation. It's going to move probably just north or right on into Martin, Texas. as we'll look at the correlation coefficient to see if there's anything on the ground here. Oh, new tornado warning has just been issued. I do not see any signs of it, but we'll take a look at this, see what the National Weather Service says. A new tornado warning. As you see, this one is issued by the National Weather Service in Shreveport for southeastern Angelia County in eastern Texas, southeastern St. Augustine County in eastern Texas, and southwestern Sabine County in eastern Texas. Sorry if I'm pronouncing any names wrong. Less than a three-quarter of an inch of hail and tornado is radar indicated. The tornado will be mostly over rural areas of the counties, and the counties that I read earlier, including the following locations: Dolan in Texas. As we can now zoom out and try to take a look at this new tornado warning that they issued. As you can see, that is the rotation right there, and that is the direction they say it's going to go in, kind of in that type of direction. We'll zoom in here. We'll look at all the town names that are going to be involved in this brand new tornado warning. Includes Martin, Concord, Bulware Road, Roland Marshall Road, this goes over Highway 63. It goes up towards Farm to Market Road 2743, County Road 3173. Goes up towards Parkway, Vetch, Powell, and Needmore in Texas. Includes Concord, Parkway, Vetch, Needmore, Powell, Martin, and Highway 63 are all in this tornado warning. Take shelter now, as this is something serious that we are going to be watching throughout the day today, is potential tornadoes that are on the ground. As we will zoom in, and we will try to look at this on correlation coefficient. So rotation is just kind of directly to the west of Martin. Don't see anything that indicates a tornado's on the ground. So we will go back to high-res reflectivity, or not reflectivity, velocity. As you can see, he just kind of crossed over Martin and is now moving its way towards. Oh, this also includes Nancy and Dolan in Texas as well on the northern side of this warning. But this rotating storm is going to go in this direction. It's going to go by Concord, Parker. Whoa, all right. Sorry, it's going to go to Martin. It's going to go into this way. It's going to go into Concord, near Concord, Parker Point, County Road 273. And eventually it's going to get towards Parkway, Needmore, Powell, Vetch. And it includes just outside of Glen Oaks in Texas. So be careful if you live in any of these areas, as you have a pretty good rotating storm heading your way. And as you can see behind the storm, you also maybe have a little bit of a rotation couplet right here. This tornado might be on the ground. I don't know. I don't think it is on the ground. North of Martin, you can see we have broad rotation. So this storm could be producing a tornado soon. Again, just north of Martin is where we're looking. And I think this tornado's on the ground. It's still radar indicated currently, but north of Martin, you see the blues and the greens right here. This tornado there could be another tornado on the ground with this storm. As we'll go back to velocity. Just trying to make sure. Okay. Still radar indicated. Could have a tornado on the ground soon, as we're going to wait for the next update. And there it is, the new radar scan update. You can see there's the rotation right there, moving towards Highway 63. Let me look at correlation coefficient again. And yeah, we got a tornado on the ground. We have a tornado that is on the ground right now north of Martin, as you can see, on County Road 34B. As you can see, that is the indication we need right there. That is the tornado that is on the ground. We have another tornado on the ground. National Weather Service has yet to confirm this, but we have confirmed it through correlation coefficient. Because if we go back to velocity, look where that rotates. It's literally right there, almost spot on. As we have a tornado, a potential tornado on the ground, or we do have a tornado on the ground, right over County Road 34B. As we're going back to get serious now, as we try to look into more of the storm. This is where the tornado is. It's going to be moving towards Highway 63. Trying to zoom in a little more. It's going to go towards Bulware Boulevard, and as you can see right there, it's going towards Bulware Boulevard and Roland Marshall Road. It's going to cross Highway 63 and go on County Road 345 and the Farm to Market Road 273, heading towards Moses and Mollywood Road in Texas. Try to zoom out. We'll look at correlation coefficient just to double check, make sure we are correct. It's like right here. Yeah, we have a why am I zooming in? Zoom out. So you can see right here we have the hold on, the radar update. Let's zoom out and take a look at that. And the rotation seemingly has gone away. So the tornado signature has seemingly gone away, as it probably just produced a quick tornado, went right back up again. As you can see, it's going towards County Road or Highway 63 in Texas. No, we're going to zoom out actually. Heading towards Bulware Road and Roland Marshall Road in Texas, moving northeast, moving very fast. What is going on? There we go. Gotta go back to here. Gotta go back to correlation coefficient. Yeah, this tornado has seemingly gone up, but as you can see, the tornado was maybe on the ground just a little bit. For like maybe a minute or two, we seemingly had a tornado indication on the ground, and now it has gone back up again. So if that doesn't concern you in Concord, Parker Point, Parkway, Vetch, Powell, or Needmore, if you thought that this storm was just never going to produce a tornado, well, you thought wrong, as it is trying to produce more tornadoes with this system, as it's getting closer and closer to crossing Highway 63 in Texas. It's fixing to cross Bulware Road, and then after that, it will go cross Highway 63 and go to Farm to Market Road 2743 in Texas, heading northeast. No signs of a tornado back on the ground with this storm, but definitely some rotation right here for this tornado as it moves towards Farm to Market, towards Highway 63 and the Farm to Market Road. And then after that, it will go towards the Angelina River. It will head towards Moses, County Road 344, Mollywood Road, and eventually get up towards Parkway, Vetch, and may actually may go just to the north of Concord, Texas. Yeah, blow my nose again. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Oh my goodness. All right. I have to run through the bathroom. So let's just one more time. I'll leave it on velocity so everybody can see the storm, and I'll zoom out just a little bit here to try to zoom out just a little bit here. As you can see downstream, and I will try and circle the area. This is the rotation right here, and it's heading in this general direction, heading north heading towards Pineland, Texas, in the Moore Plantation Wildlife Management Area, as that's where this potential tornado is heading, as it's still just radar indicated. It's our only tornado warning at the moment. We do have some severe thunderstorm warnings, none this one near Assumption, Louisiana, St. James, Louisiana. So we're going to switch gears here. We're going to go into Louisiana, as we have a severe thunderstorm with a potential tornado and 1.25 inch of hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds heading towards Napoleonville, Point Courtville, Convent, Donaldsville in Louisiana. As again, this is just not a Texas threat, it's a Louisiana threat. So we're just going to zoom back in on it again, just make sure. Okay. I believe the rotation they're talking about is right here. So just be advised and be careful of that in Napoleonville, Plaincourtville, and even near Donaldsville as well, as there's a bunch of rotation in these systems. And then if there's enough rotation to concern the National Weather Service, they will be on top of that. As we're going back to our tornado warning, as I've got to switch radars again, because there we go. As we'll go back to the Lake Charles radar to view the storm. You can see that is the potential tornado on the ground just north of Concord. I know I said I gotta run to the bathroom. I'm just trying to give you guys a bunch of updated information. Oh, big stretch. There we go. Just waiting for this to load. Let's see. Let me look where the rotation is. As a storm might be trying to produce another tornado, and is fixing to go to the river and cross it at the moment. You can see there's rotation on the Farm to Market Road 2743, and it's heading towards Mollywood Drive, north of Concord, the Chancery Creek Recreational Area. It's actually just over that right now, over Moses as well. Let's take a look at high-res correlation coefficient. Don't see any signs of a tornado on the ground, but there could be soon. So I have to run to the bathroom really fast. I hate to leave you guys. Right now the situation is need. So there is the storm. Again, I will mark it. This is where the storm is, and it's heading in this general direction. Well, that's a bad arrow. Let me redraw that. It's heading in this general direction. I'll be right back with you guys in just a moment. If you want to, I'm live streaming the video. Yep, I had 4 different people on the stream, and I have 2 people watching me right now. I told them I had 1 bathroom break, so we gotta go back to it. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I had to use the bathroom and get a allergy pill. Try and help me out for the stream, as we're gonna get back into it. As the rotation looks honestly a lot better, it looks a little bit stronger right in this area, heading towards Veach. So let's take a look at 6 minutes left. So we'll see if they issue a new tornado warning for this storm. We'll look at correlation coefficient. Just waiting for it to load at the moment. Don't see anything that indicates there's a tornado on the ground, but there could be soon with that very tight, strong velocity signature as on the ground. There we go. How to get out of full screen mode for a second. As this could be a tornado on the ground or about to be on the ground. It's going to head towards Farm to Market Road 300-3. It's going to head towards Birch Ave and Ave A. It's going to head to Farm to Market Road 705, Veach, Forest Road, County Road 476, County Road 483. Potentially downstream could head towards Anthony Harbor, Glen Oaks, Blue Springs, Red Oak Drive, and Highway 83 in Texas. As this strong storm continues to move to the north and to the east. Again, I'm gonna check correlation coefficient. It's like right here. Could have a potential tornado on the ground, or this tornado could be about to be on the ground. So just be careful if you live anywhere in the area. We're going to zoom back in here. Again, this is going over a mainly rural. It's going over the river, I think, right now. It's going over the river, and it's going to come back on toward near Veach or Vetch, Texas. It's going to head onto Forest Road, the Farm to Market Road 300-3, County Road 7, Farm to Market Road 705, and it's going to kind of go in that direction. What about Franklin County area, Mississippi? I will cover that Mississippi in just a moment, as our attention has to be in Texas right now, as we have a potential tornado that is fixing to be on the ground soon. So we will cover that momentarily. Again, in 4 minutes, we will see if they issue a new tornado warning or if they well, they'll probably issue a new tornado warning. It's just, I'm so sorry, excuse me. We'll have to wait and see if they make it an observed or not. But that is the rotation right there. It's going to head in that general direction near Veach, Farm to Market Roads, 705 and 300-3. And downstream, it's probably going to get towards Anthony Harbor, Glen Oaks, Blue Springs, County Road or Farm to Market Road 83 in Texas, as the storm continues to move to the north and to the east. As I believe that is our signature right here. I believe we have another tornado on the ground. I am 50% sure there's a tornado on the ground. I mean, based on the light greens I see, yeah. I'm going to say there's a tornado on the ground right now near Veach, Texas. It's going to be heading towards Farm to Market Road 300-3, the Farm to Market Road 705 near Veach in Texas. Just trying to get, we'll take a look at correlation coefficient again and just confirm with ourselves here. Kind of double check ourselves. As I believe we have, that is the, we have a signature right here. That means there is a tornado on the ground right now heading towards Veach, Texas. If you know anyone that lives in this area, please let them know. Please tell them to take shelter immediately, as it passed over Veach, Texas, and the latest radar scan has a right over Forest Road and Farm to Market Road 705, as this is going to probably head towards Glen Oaks, Anthony Harbor, and Blue Springs in Texas. And we're going to just take a look and make sure again with the new update. The correlation coefficient has not updated, but you can see where our last update was. You can see the blue starting to pop up there, and the tornado is going to head in this general direction. Head back to velocity now. This tornado warning will expire here in the next, or here momentarily, and we'll get a new tornado warning from the National Weather Service, as the tornado warning has just expired. And again, it's back to being a broad rotation. It heads towards Glen Oaks. The tornado warning, we have no tornado warnings currently. We'll see if they issue another one here soon. I think they just issued, yeah, okay. I'm trying to zoom out here, guys. Give me 1 second. I didn't want to go in full screen mode. Just trying to zoom out here. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Back to actual size. They issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this storm. And it's now a tornado possible tag with 60-mile-an-hour winds. As let's go back and look at the velocity here. The velocity has it over Farm to Market Road 705 at the moment, and it's going to be heading towards Glen Oaks. It is just south of Anthony Harbor right now. Potential tornado on the ground near Glen Oaks. Farm to Market Road 83, Anthony Harbor, Blue Springs, Red Oak Drive, Farm to Market Road 1751, Farm to Market Road 1751, Highway 83 is what it looks like. And let's see here. Let's go to correlation coefficient. Looks like it's gone away again. So this tornado, or this storm could produce a tornado, as it's right just south of Anthony Harbor. Probably going to head right into Glen Oaks in Texas. You can see the tornado or the severe thunderstorm warning for the storm it includes a lot. It includes a lot. Includes Glen Oaks, Blue Springs, Mascow, Strickland Crossing, Bronson, Rebecca, Conville, Ford's Corner, Black Ankle, Chumley, Geneva, Sexton, the Toledo Bend Reservoir, let's see, Turtle Beach, Sabine Town, Hemphill, Malum, goes all the way almost into Many, Texas, the Wolfie, Texas, and near Clyde, Texas. As the storm is now moving into the Glen Oaks area. We're gonna go probably just into Blue Springs or just a little bit of the north of Blue Springs. And again, let's see. Okay, yeah, there is that. Alright. So we'll continue to monitor the storm, but someone asked for Franklin County earlier. The only reason I know where that's at because it's my girlfriend. So I'm gonna check where she lives. So 1 second as we switch radars really fast. We'll go back to reflectivity. Butte doesn't have anything at the moment, but these storms right here are going to move into this general area. All these discrete supercells out in front of the big line that's all the way back here in Texas. This right here should be able to give us a better view of the storm now, or this potential tornado possible tag storm that we've been watching for a little while, for about all day really, or for the most part of the stream, as that will change over time. As you can see, we have the hook right here. You can clearly see the hook of the storm right here. As we'll go back to velocity. And you can see the storm is, again, right over Glen Oaks, going to be moving towards Bronson, Texas, Roseville, Rebecca, Texas, near that region, then eventually towards Geneva and Milam, Texas, as well. So we'll look at the Twitter post we'll look at Twitter now, see if there's any updates. has the new 10 minutes ago, the new mesoscale discussion. The timing of severe weather for Baton Rouge, New Orleans, near not exactly in Wiggins or Biloxi, but just outside of it, just outside of Lafayette, Morgan City, so Houma, New Orleans, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The timing of severe weather is uncertain, so they don't know exactly when the severe weather is going to get there, but it will be there. It will get there. As we're going to scroll down and see. Oh, just the tornado warnings. So the only new thing is the mesoscale discussion. That does include Baton Rouge and New Orleans, Louisiana, so two major cities in Louisiana that are also under the gun for severe weather today. Excuse me again as I got to take care of my nose. All right, back into the weather. As again, if you're just joining us here, we have a live severe weather outbreak today. That's going to continue into tomorrow as we have a. Whoops, that is day 2. Let me go to day 1. For today, we do have an enhanced risk of severe weather today. Whoops. The tornado threat, you can see the 10% hatch risk for tornadoes today. So 10% chance of tornadoes and an additional 10% chance of those tornadoes to be EF2 or stronger as well. We look at the wind threat, 30% chance for the, just checking something, 30% chance for the winds. Of the winds to be 50 to 60, and another 10% of those winds to be hurricane force, and the hail is also 15%, mostly for just Louisiana and Texas. I just want to reiterate, I will be live again tomorrow to cover the severe weather threat. That's going to go into Florida all the way into North Carolina, near Virginia, as we have 2 hot spots here for tornadoes. The Panhandle of Florida for the coast of North and South Carolina. The wind threat, which is anywhere in the enhanced area, and the hail threat will be localized down here near the Panhandle of Florida. As we're going to go back to the radar. As we have a new tornado warning that has just been issued for Colorado, Texas, Wharton, Texas, and Austin, Texas. So this storm, wow, it could head actually towards. The storm is actually heading towards Houston. That does include Eagle Lake. We do have a new tornado warning. So we're going to refocus our attention now back to this tornado warning near Eagle Lake. As you can see, that's the rotation that has concerned the National Weather Service. As it is radar indicated on Highway 71. And it is going to move towards Eagle Lake in Texas, as it looks like it will go to the way north of Houston, of downtown Houston, Texas, and Katy, Texas. And it looks like it may go to the north of that. Or it might be this one right here, south of Hooter. But I'm pretty sure because of the warning box, it is right here south of Atar, north of Vox Popul. We have a tornado warning again, as just radar indicated. We'll look at correlation coefficient just to check and see if there's any debris signature that could suggest that the tornado is on the ground right now. Excuse me. And maybe. I don't think it's on the ground though currently, because they would have issued a observed or a potential PDS tornado warning. But again, as you see, we have a tornado. Oh, why am I 2 minutes behind on my phone? Oh no. There we go, that's better. Alright. As you can see, it's right over Highway 71 and is moving towards Eagle Lake. It looks like it may hit just to the north of Eagle Lake. On Gibson Road, North Austin Road, Burns Avenue, the Rice Medical Center, Old Atar Avenue, uh, Beard Street. Looks like it may hit the Eagle Lake Airport. It could go to the north of that though. As we got a new radar scan update. The tornado, the rotation is very broad, so it's not tightening up and getting stronger, which we like to see in this situation. Where it's potentially going towards a huge, going towards a very much populated area. As again, new tornado warning. It's been radar indicated. East Central Colorado County, North Central Warthon County, Southeastern Austin County, and Western Fort Bend County. As I'll try to give you guys some timings as well. Let's see. You'll be near Eagle Lake in 3 minutes, according to the National Weather Service. The other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Altar in Texas, as it is closing in on Eagle Lake, but the rotation again is very broad, which is good, which means it's not tightening up and getting stronger. That's still weak. And it could head in this general direction. It may head right into downtown Eagle Lake in Texas. And that's what we're kind of watching right now to wait and see. Luckily, there was no tornado on the ground. Just gotta wipe my eyes for a second. My allergies are kicking in. I still haven't taken my allergy pill I got earlier for the people who were in the stream earlier. Just 1 second, gotta take care of my nose. Alright. Back into the action here. Again, this is just radar indicated, no official tornado on the ground yet, but it could be possible. As the rotation is right here, looks like it is going to go to the north of Eagle Lake. So it looks like Eagle Lake will be spared by this storm. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to take my pill. Alright. Let's see. Just trying to check some things out here. We have a new this tornado warning is obviously important, but we now have another tornado warning in St. John's Baptist, St. James, and La Fortune in Louisiana. So we're going to switch our attention to another storm. Just give me 1 second. Just trying to find some things out currently. Okay, why did the radar just crap itself? Give me 1 second to try to find a better radar to use. Lake Charles. Let's try and do. I really wish Seidel, Louisiana had their radar up. The National Weather Service in Jackson's going to be too far north. So again, this is going into another one of those radar holes that I talked about earlier. It's going to be harder to see, but we do have a new tornado warning, and I believe the rotation's right here or back. The rotation's going to be back here. Yeah. Rotation's going to be back here. It's going to be moving in this direction, heading towards LaPlace, Agard, Hannahville, Lake Pontchartrain in Louisiana. As it's going to go on, let's see if we can zoom in. Yep, on south, we got a bunch of towns in here. Vartree, Miles, Armanat, North Vachey, the South Down Plantation, Golden Star Plantation, around the top of this tornado warning there. It's going to include Ladaz. It's going to include this lake right here. I don't want to pronounce the name wrong. It's going to include Pikes Peak, Laurel Ridge Plantation, a bunch of plantations in this tornado warning. So take shelter now if you're in that tornado warning. We're going to switch our attention back to Texas and that tornado warning, as is to just to the direct west of Eagle Lake. It's going to move to the north of Eagle Lake, so that is good news. And is that going to hit Eagle Lake or Austin, Texas? Or not Austin, sorry, Houston, Texas. As we might have, I think we got a tornado on the ground. This tornado is still radar indicated, but we have a good signature right here. We're going to switch our attention to this immediately, as we could have a potential tornado on the ground causing damage on US Highway 90A. As you see, if we go to the correlation coefficient right over here, whenever this loads, please hurry up. We have a good debris ball signature that we're looking at here, as we're going to go back to velocity. As it is kind of weak, as it's moving near Eagle Lake in Texas. Still just radar indicated currently. Click back here. As that's the rotate. This whole thing right here is just rotating. This whole huge system or storm right here is just rotating. We'll take it back. We'll take a look back at correlation coefficient. As we can see, it still hasn't updated yet from our last scan on US Highway 90A. Yep, make sure this is 98 and Callahan Road and Parker Road. Again, US Highway 90A, heading towards to a little bit to the north. May take the northern side of Eagle Creek. Might go on a path like that, or it could go just a little bit more inward. Something that we'll have to worry about pretty soon, or here imminently. As I'm just trying to, make sure everything is in order. But velocity doesn't look that impressive, but you don't have to have a very impressive velocity to have a tornado on the ground, as this could be the rotation right here, and it could move right into the northern part of Eagle Lake right here. Near the airport. Might miss the airport, might hit the airport. We're very quickly going to go look at a tornado warning back in Louisiana. As again, this is not just a Texas threat. We are looking at Louisiana as well. Very hard to see, but you could see radar indicating, you could see the rotation right here as moving in this general direction towards Hanville. Louisiana, we could try to look at correlation coefficient, see if we see anything concerning. Just trying to wait and see. Yeah, that's definitely not a tornado on the ground. Because it would be definitely, probably a tornado emergency. But it's probably a bunch of hail. That's probably what all this is. That's hail from the storm, as it does have 1 inch hail. So that's probably what all that blue and stuff was. It's going to be your hail associated with the tornado. Back now to Texas. Switching over to the other side of the world. As the rotation near Eagle Lake has died out significantly. There's a little to no rotation right now. That storm has died off quick. Definitely has definitely has died off here. Sorry guys. But The tornado that warning that includes Eagle Creek in Texas will probably be allowed to expire. Will probably expire, and you'll probably let it go for the next 24 minutes, and they'll just let it go and expire unless it re-strengthens. So now we're going to try and switch our attention back to Louisiana, as we're going to again just radar indicated, so no tornado on the ground. Tornado possible tag with a severe thunderstorm warning, as the severe thunderstorm warning for this area was right here. It was right here. There was where the storm was. Where we had a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning, and it turned into a tornado warning. The rotation with this system you can see is right here. It's going to move in that general direction towards Egard and Laplace or Laplace. Let's see here. Let's I'll zoom out, try to find a better radar than Lake Charles, but I don't think we will be able to find one. Yeah, I don't think we will be able to find one. But again, we'll go look at the reflectivity here of the storm. Could help us out a little bit as well. Excuse me, sorry for the yawning. As you can see the, whoops, I don't know why that messed up. You can see the hook shape of the storm right here. I'll just do this to make it simpler. You can see how there is a hook right here. Go back to velocity. Just try and help you guys out. This tornado warning may be allowed to expire as well. It's hard to tell being this far away from radar, but it could. Okay, I'm so sorry. Could be allowed to expire soon. Well, that's another thing, as we will now zoom back out if I can. So again, our 2 tornado warnings will probably be allowed to expire, as they are not really looking that impressive. Linear length, the only rotation I see in the whole polygon is the rotation that is right here. There's, you know, a little, whoops, another little bit of rotation right here, and another one right here. So a few different spots of rotation, but nothing to be too concerning about. Whoops, I didn't want to double click it. Alright, we're gonna go back to here, I guess, our rank. So, I'm trying to zoom out, guys. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Okay. Again, it's been a while, so we'll check the Twitter for the National Weather Service Twitter page. or the list I have of weather sources. So they reissued they updated the tornado warning for Eagle Lake, Sealy, Texas, Eagle Lake, Texas, Lucy, Texas, for another 19 minutes, as they just shortened the backside up as well. Yeah, nothing really to be concerned about. Let's go back here. Let's see if we have any update here. Look at the overview. Yeah, nothing to be too worked up. I mean, that's the latest day one risk. It's pretty much the same thing. So, alright. Minimize that. Back to the radar. As we go back to we'll look back at this tornado warning in Louisiana. As again, I'm not taking tornado warnings lightly. I'm just so sorry. That's when taking. No one should take tornado warnings lightly. I'm not. I'm just saying that this system where these tornado warnings have little to no rotation and they don't look that impressive on radar. As that's, I mean, yeah. So, plus they're in radar holes, so it's hard to see them anyway. So we're gonna zoom out here, and since we are in a calming period at the moment, you can see we have. Let me go back to this radar here. Let me blow my nose again because my nose is acting up again. All right. Oh my God, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. As you can see, we have this basic mesoscale discussion is basically the tornado watch. But you don't have to be in the tornado watch to get tornadoes, as the tornado warning in Louisiana is a great example of that. We'll look at Mississippi. Jackson Radar actually gives us a better look. A mobile radar probably gives us better, but still. Again, we just have a bunch of flooding and rain down here. The severe threat, of course, is staying to the south, and the flooding and hail and rain is just staying up to the north. Let's see. I got 2 tornado warnings, both radar indicated, both with an inch of hail in Texas and Louisiana. Don't look that impressive. So let's check back on our Texas storm and see if we have any new rotation that's popped up. We have not. So this tornado warning will expire in the next 15 minutes or less. Alright. I don't know why it doesn't let me zoom out when I want to zoom out. Like, come on now, zoom out. There we go. As yep, the tornado warning you can see down there. Down here for Eagle Lake in Texas has just been allowed to expire. So now we only have one tornado warning, that is for Louisiana, that we're going to look at. Again, just make sure nothing has popped up. Just trying to find something that will, good radar, that will help us out and give us a decent view. That one really won't. Just going to go with Jackson radar here. As we will zoom in, we'll look at velocity. There we go. Yeah, the only real rotation I see is to the north of the tornado warning box up here on Highway 61 or Interstate 61. So you're getting some winds with this potentially. It's in meters per second. I don't know why it's in meters per second. Let me try and fix some of that. So try and do it like that. Dash line thickness bring that up a little bit. Okay. Meters per second. Why is it in meters per second? Let's see here. Just trying to do some thing here. Data overlay settings. There we go. Lightning strike detection. Surface fronts. No. Discussions. That's probably it. Units of barometric close. Well, why is it still in meters per second? Just trying to. That's not it. Radar settings. That'll probably be it. Range ring. Yeah, there we go. Miles per hour. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, these winds off of velocity are strong. 125-mile-an-hour velocity winds. That is wicked. Extremely wicked for this area. Wow. 125. 127. Wow. I mean, it's probably not on the ground. It's probably, up in the air because it's velocity. But, I mean, on the ground, it's probably some high winds. And it's only getting worse from here, folks. That is the thing. It's only going to get worse from here. But I don't see anything too concerning at the moment, so I'm just looking at my other monitor here. Whatever I do on this computer here transfers to my monitor over here that I'm looking at. So real quick, again, I do want to reiterate that today is not the only day we have severe weather. As if we go over here and we look at the day 2 outlook, we have another enhanced risk. And you can see they actually, that's the interest line right there. Never mind. I thought they brought it down more. Excuse me. But all the way to North Carolina near Virginia, all the way down near Tampa for the severe weather for tomorrow, which we will be live tomorrow covering it, making sure everybody's okay. But you can see the enhanced risk section for today. Going from Panama City all the way to Houston, Texas. So, alright, let's turn that off and let's get back to it. As Houston now has a severe thunderstorm warning, that does include downtown Houston. For this storm, just 60-mile-an-hour winds, nothing too crazy. Less than an inch of hail. So, or a quarter inch, or 3/4 of an inch. As the main threat now, if we look, is this line that goes all the way down there, Victoria, Texas, all the way up probably towards Memphis. And it's just going to move this way. And then there's going to be a high pressure up in New England, up in the north. And the storm's going to be like, ooh, I want that high pressure. And it's going to whip around and go up that way. All the way up to the northeast. Check the Twitter again. And I'm going to go get some food here in a minute. So I will be AFK for a little bit, but not too crazy long. As just take a look. Tornado warning does continue, as you can see, for Louisiana. We'll take a look at that right now, as that's the only new real thing we have. So we'll take a look at our new, or the continued tornado warning. Sorry. As again, they might have issued this tornado warning just for the wind associated with the storm down here. But nothing too crazy, but definitely a lot of heavy winds. Alright, well, I'm going to go get some food. I'm going to leave and there we go. We are now no more tornado warnings. The tornado warning was allowed to expire, and there we go. We are now and no more tornado warnings for the moment. I'm going to leave the Houston radar up. Actually, I'll do Lake Charles. It's kind of in the middle of kind of everything here. So I will leave this up, and I will be right back as I will Again, this is the line right here, and it's going to move in this general direction. I will be right back momentarily, get some food. If you live anywhere in this area, your severe weather threat is probably going to be over for the day. But again, the main severe weather threat will be right here in this little area for today. Alright, I will be right back, and be safe, be careful if you live in any of these areas today. And I will see you guys in a minute as I go get some food. Or what I might do, actually, is do that and take this and shorten this up over here a little bit. Pull up this. Make sure there's no new tornado watch or anything. That literally just got issued. Alright, we're good. So I'm gonna go back to the old tornado watch, guys, that they issued. I'm gonna go back to the radar in just a minute. Just need to get back to the tornado warning, or the tornado watch right here. Now can I can't. We'll minimize, or not minimize it. We will do that. Drag this, bring this over here. take this and shorten it up. And take this and drag it right there. There you go. That is your radar right here with all current updates happening every few minutes and the latest tornado watch that we have. We'll be back in just a few moments, guys. Grab the drink here. Okay. My drink here. I'm gonna switch these around. Alright, real quickly. Make sure there's no update. And there's a new tornado watch that has just been issued, ladies and gentlemen. For parts of Louisiana and a couple counties in Mississippi, a couple tornadoes possible, scattered hail up to ping-ball size possible, gust up to 70 miles an hour, 2.9 million people in this risk. And this new tornado watch does now include oh man, I'm so sorry. This will go until 9 o'clock Central Daylight Time tonight. It includes Bogalusa, Gulfport, Manville, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Houma, Perry Park, Burris. As again, the new tornado watch has just been issued. It will pop up here shortly. Sorry for the coughing. I was choking on a chip. All right, back into it. We have some. There we go. Oh, that must have been that. We have some severe thunderstorm warnings. None with a tornado possible tag. So it's just kind of a little bit of a calming period where it's just going to be some hail, rain, and some wind. So. All right. Excuse me. All right. So again, we have another tornado watch that kind of goes like that. That area. Well, let me rephrase that. This whole area in here, and there it is. Just popped out just as I was drawing it. See, also goes till 9 o'clock tonight. A new tornado watch that has just been issued. Nothing for like this type of southern Mississippi, but for Gulfport, Mississippi, tornado watch is now in effect. One second. Still got a severe thunderstorm that's probably moving now, probably just now moving through downtown Houston in Texas. As again, that's another thing we're watching. We go up to Dodge City. Up here in Kansas, in Nebraska, Colorado. We got the winter weather. You can see that we have snow right here. We do have snow. As this low pressure system will be strengthening as we go throughout the night. Back to reflectivity. Back down here near Lake Charles. In the deep south. These are all our alerts on severe thunderstorm warnings. Nothing too crazy at the moment. So we will be watching that. As if you're just joining us here on the live stream, I don't know why the files opened up. We do have a new tornado watch that has just been issued at 4:31, so just a few minutes ago. That includes Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Louisiana, and Gulfport, Mississippi. It has 2.9 million people, over 900 schools, and over 100 hospitals in this area. A couple tornadoes possible, scattered hail up to ping pong sizes possible, and scattered gusts up to 70 miles an hour is possible as well. It's getting kind of crazy at my house, so I'm just going to check the radar for my house here, or for my area. So we'll look at the velocity. As you don't have to have rain to just have wind. Now it doesn't want to work. Again, this is just nothing severe. It's just a big rainmaker over Laurel and Hattiesburg and Mississippi. Just a big rainmaker. And all this, everything north of this line right here is just going to be just some your daily regular thunderstorm showers. So backing now to the Lake Charles radar just to get a good view of everything down here. Again, everything's in a bit of a lull right now, which means it's just kind of slow, nothing too crazy going on today. But as we get into 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock tonight, everything will be a lot more crazier and probably more tornadic. As we're going to be dealing with nighttime tornadoes. As for daylight savings in Central Time, it is 4:40. It's starting to get just a little bit darker outside. Can't see the sunset because of, well, the rain. So, very interesting to see there. Again, this is a thunderstorm warning here. Texas is going to move all the way towards Galveston and then just go out into the Gulf of Mexico. As the severe thunderstorm warning up here north of Buron will continue to move towards near Alexandria or places north. I'm sorry for being quiet and not talking so much. There is just not a lot to talk about. As we're just kind of watching the weather unfold in front of us here. Again, I will go over. Again, this is the tornado watch that has been issued. As you can see, includes a couple major cities, as in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and Louisiana, Gulfport, Mississippi. Take a refresh here, see if anything new has popped up. It's probably just going to be. There we go. As we have. That's just that. Okay. So, key messages for this storm. A blizzard persists tonight in the higher plains with heavy snow and gusty winds through the upper Midwest into Tuesday night. Severe weather and flooding for portions from the Gulf Coast all the way to the eastern seaboard. As you can see, right here you have ongoing blizzard conditions for the winter storm. As you can see, in the orange is moderate impacts. The red right here, major impacts for Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri. And then you have the minor impacts in all of this yellow. Even a couple major portions up here for Maine and New Hampshire, potentially as well. As you see the flooding risk that is occurring right here. You can see we have the flooding risk in moderate flooding here in the south in Louisiana, Mississippi, a little bit of Alabama, a little bit of South Carolina into North Carolina. And then you have the flooding for New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, all the moderate level there. And then you have the slight risk area as well, which is a 15% moderate, at least 40% of flooding. So we'll go over and read this since we have no warnings. So hazardous travel and heavy snow bands with rates about 1 inch per hour will shift from the central plains into portions of the upper Midwest tonight, where it will persist Tuesday, making for hazardous travel. Impactful heavy/wet snow will cross interior northeast terrain late Tuesday before changing to rain overnight as the temperatures will warm up. Dangerous plains blizzard conditions persist over the south central high plains into tonight. Wind gusts up to 60 to 80 miles an hour will create ferocious whiteouts and sub-zero wind chills. Travel remains extremely dangerous to impossible. If you must travel, pack a winter survival kit. And then we'll go to the significant river flash and coastal flooding, as this rain is also bringing flooding as well. Widespread and potentially significant river and flash flooding are likely from the central Gulf Coast tonight into the eastern U.S. Tuesday into Tuesday night. Powerful onshore winds will lead to widespread moderate to locally major coastal flooding through the mid-Atlantic region to the southern New England tidal rivers and bays Tuesday into Wednesday. And then last but not least, the damaging winds may lead to power outages, of course, with the blizzards and the high winds from the severe weather. The widespread wind gusts in excess of 55 miles an hour are likely along the Gulf Coast tonight. Into the Gulf Coast tonight, and the central Appalachians and much of the eastern seaboard Tuesday in New England into Tuesday night into Wednesday. Prepare for power outages. Severe thunderstorms are also possible from the Gulf Coast through the southeastern seaboard starting tonight into your day tomorrow on Tuesday. So just be aware of that as well. We'll exit out of that. Took us a few minutes to read that. Only took us 3 minutes to cover that, so. Look back at the radar. No new severe thunderstorm warnings. Only have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings at the moment, right? Yep, only have 2. But we do have a flash flood warning for Hawaii. We have a flash flood warning for Hawaii. Wow. I did not think we'd be covering Hawaii today, but Hawaii gets weather too, and the flash flood warning is now in there. The National Weather Authority in Honolulu has issued a flash flood warning. 2 to 3 inches of rain per hour. So, flash flooding all the way in Honolulu or near Honolulu, Hawaii. Very, very intriguing and interesting as well. We're getting weather from Hawaii, or we're getting severe weather and bad weather from all the way near North Carolina, near Virginia, all the way to Hawaii. Which is very interesting. Just give me 1 second. Take care of my nose again, guys. Oh, goodness. Sorry. So again, Kirbyville, Bowier, Newton, Maryville, all the severe thunderstorm warning with about 1 inch of hail associated with. Questions in chat if you guys have any questions, concerns, you want me to go over the weather for tomorrow or the models potentially for tomorrow, I can do that as well. Answer some weather questions you may have. So, just really anything you would need to help you out. Oh, sorry, I had to get you in the camera for one of my friends. Let me just see this. Okay, just had to check some things, chat, real quick. Okay, I think we're all good there. Alright. Again, if you're just joining us here, we have a severe weather outbreak underway from Houston, Texas, all the way near Virginia, and points in between, plus up above this line that I just drew. Well, I'll give it 1 second. Everywhere in between, and then we'll just do like that. So everywhere above this blue line is getting snow. Everywhere south is just getting regular rain showers or severe weather. Huge system that is moving through the country here today. As we're just kind of waiting to see what these storms will do. And waiting to see what storms will produce tornadoes today. We already seen one observed tornado for sure today that we looked at. on radar, and it looked like they produced maybe a couple more. Have to wait for the National Weather Service to go out there and look at it and rate the damage. But really, the severe weather now is mainly going to persist probably in this region here, like the tornadic threat, and then probably in this area here. We'll just say for tonight, probably just be windy, some rain, maybe some hail, but mainly just some gusty winds. Again, I think the 5% line kind of goes like through here. So could see some tornadoes, south of Jackson, in this vicinity right here, could potentially see. But again, the main risk that we're all looking for, or that we're all here for, is a tornado threat for and near the Gulf Coast of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. And then tomorrow, it will transition to Florida, Georgia, South and North Carolina as the storms go on. Refresh the page here. No, nothing crazy. So I'm gonna run to the bathroom. So I'm going to leave this the latest tornado watch up. And I will be right back momentarily, folks. Make sure you stay weather aware and stay tuned to your local news stations for more information. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. And so I'm going to do a quick recap of the weather because I do have to go because of some unfortunate circumstances that have happened. I'm fine and everything. Don't worry about me. I'm perfect here. So real quick for the rest of the day, as we'll go over today, enhanced risk of severe weather. Come on, I need you to work. Thank you. Enhanced risk that goes from Houston, Texas, all the way to Panama City. As you can see, the tornado threat with that as well. So you go to tornado threat. You can see here the 10% hatch risk, the 5% risk, and the 2% risk. The wind threat that's going to be there today. You can see that there as well, the 30% in the hatch risk, the 15%, and the 5% there. And then the hail threat, you can see that as well, mainly just for Louisiana and Texas. Tomorrow, I will be live streaming tomorrow on Tuesday, as we do have a big risk of severe weather. Now I can't zoom out. Great, come on now. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Actual size. So we have an enhanced risk tomorrow, basically. You can see that goes all the way down near Tampa, Florida, all the way back over here near Destin, Florida. It goes all the way to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, all the way near Columbia, North Carolina. And then the tornado threat for tomorrow. Let me just get this out of here. Give me 1 second, chat. Fix this up. You see your tornado threat for tomorrow. 2 hot spots. One for Georgia, North and South Carolina along the coast. And then a little hotspot right here for a little bit of Alabama, Georgia, and Florida as well. And then we have the wind threat here as well that we're looking at, as you can see here, and the enhanced risk. And then we have the hail threat, which will be localized down near Panama, really right where this tornado threat is right here. So that's going to be all for me today, guys. I hope you guys have a safe day. Please be safe out there. And if you live anywhere, pretty much in this circled area, you are pretty much under the gun for tonight, for severe weather-wise. We'll cut it down to here, go down to here, go up to here. Now make a little. If you live anywhere inside this blue area I drawn, you have a risk of severe weather either tonight or tomorrow during the day or tomorrow night. Please be safe. Please stay weather aware. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys mean the world to me. I will make a live stream tomorrow, probably around the same time. We'll see. And we will take care of that. Again, thank you guys so much. Again, this is the latest tornado watch that has been issued for Louisiana and parts of Mississippi. So thank you guys so much. You guys did